welcome back to Riding the Pine. This is our review of Game 13 of the 2020-21 Chicago Blackhawks season. Tonight, the Blackhawks picked up their fifth win on the season with a 2-1 victory over the Dallas Stars, improving their record to 5-4-4 on season and 5-1-4 in their last 10 games. But before we get to the review, please do me a really big favor and hit that like button and subscribe down below. If you have not done so already, it helps us out with YouTube's algorithms and drives traffic to the channel. Also, please comment down below. We would love to hear from you. Want to know what you think about the game, what you thought about the season, and if there's any particular plays or players that you would like to discuss. We will definitely interact with you down in the comments. Tonight, I am flying solo as it is Super Bowl Sunday, and obviously, Joe is off watching football. And I will be as well as soon as we get this review done. So, this review is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, but that's fine, I think, because there's not a whole lot to talk about tonight. As I said, the Blackhawks beat the Dallas Stars by a score of 2-1 in overtime. This is the first victory for the Blackhawks in overtime. Um, the Hawks tonight were led primarily by Alex Debrincat, who scored both goals, including one on the power play. The Blackhawks power play continues to shine, as does the penalty kill, which went 3 for 3. Another just excellent game by the Blackhawks. Philip Kurashev had an excellent game. He was all over the ice tonight. He drew 2 penalties, finished 60% at the dot, played about a minute on the power play. Didn't find the score sheet, obviously, but another good game nonetheless from him. Very impressed with his game so far. Patrick Kane, obviously, picking up the 2 assists on the 2 Debrincat goals. And then, obviously, Nikita Zadorov got the last secondary assist on the overtime game winner. Malcolm Subban stopped 30 of 31 shots for a 968 save percentage in 62 minutes and 56 seconds of ice time. Overall, I thought he was okay. I don't think he was outstanding like some of the beat writers are claiming he was. Um, there was a lot of luck for him tonight. I think he even admitted so after the game. Uh, he looked a little shaky to me at parts during the game. But like I said, numbers speak for themselves. They were great numbers. Um, so he obviously wasn't horrible. And it was great. I had speculated during the last review that Kevin Lankinen probably needed a game off, and he did. And they got Subban in tonight, and it worked out well. Defensively, Zadorov had a fight tonight. First fight for the Blackhawks this season. He almost got knocked out by Jamie Benn. That was interesting to say the least. He had 5 hits in the game, 3 block shots, played just under 17 minutes. I thought he had a fairly decent game tonight. Ian Mitchell and Nicholas Beaudin both had increased ice time by about 40 seconds each. I thought that was nice to see. And Duncan Keith's ice time remained about the same at about 26 minutes. But overall, I thought the defense was pretty good tonight. One of the things that we've been noticing, I think, is that the defense has been much more active into the offensive zone, which is something that's, I think, contributed to the Blackhawks having better puck possession, especially down in the offensive zone. There were at least 2 instances tonight during the game where the Blackhawks had about 4 minutes of sustained pressure of keeping the Dallas Stars hemmed into their own zone. I don't know what just fell. I apologize for that. Um, I still don't know what fell. Anyway, I thought the Hawks played very well in the first period. Dallas came out flat, and then they kind of came back on towards the end of that first period. Second period was pretty even, except for that one little kind of 5 minute stretch there where I said, the Blackhawks had them hemmed into their own zone. Third period obviously was pretty even again. This was a pretty good defensive game. I made the comment on Twitter. I think I felt like I was watching Barry Trotz's New York Islanders instead of the Jeremy Colleton Blackhawks. It seems like this team is just content to play a much more defensive minded game. And, if they can get, honestly, if this team can get Jonathan Taves and Kirby Doc back, it's going to be real interesting if they continue to play like this, where they're going to end up. Because, like I said, they are now 5-1-4 in their last 10 games. Having only one regulation loss in 10 games is a big deal. Their record, I don't think, does not do them justice to how well they've been playing. But with that, I don't really have much more to add. This game was, like I said, low scoring, tied at 1 going into overtime. Alex Debrincat got the game winner, his 6th goal of the season. He also got his 5th goal in the second period, but just a great game by the Hawks defensively. Subban made stops when he had to, or the post did. So, I thought this game was excellent, especially against the team that went to the Stanley Cup final last season in the bubble. So, great thing to see. I think this coming game this Tuesday is going to be a very, very big game for the Blackhawks. This is a game that I think they have to win. This is a game that if they win it, it puts them on the map. If you sweep a 2-game set against Dallas, people are going to start noticing. You'd be 6-4-4 on the season and 6-1-4 in your last 11 games. People are going to start to take notice if they can win on Tuesday, I do believe. I would like to see Kevin Lankinen back in net. I think him getting that would be, how many games off would that be? That'd be almost a week off, I believe. So that would be nice to get him back in there after a good break. And then obviously continue to see where we're at with the COVID protocols, who's on those on that list. Maybe Adam Boquist comes back and goes down to Rockford. Maybe Lucas Walmark or Ryan Carpenter get back and draw back into the lineup. We will see. But there's definitely great things to see. And I tell you what, this team's fun to watch right now. They are very, very fun to watch. And I think going forward here, as I said, the more they begin to win, the more pressure it's going to be on the Blackhawks organization to try to figure out what is wrong with Jonathan Taves. At some point, that is going to come to a head if this team keeps winning. Because if they keep winning and they keep playing like this, hold on to your butts, kids, because this is going to be a potential Stanley Cup favorite. If they continue, like I said, if they continue to play like this, and they can get Jonathan Taves and Kirby Doc back and inserted into this lineup, holy moly, this is going to be a wild ride as we run towards the playoff in this sprint of a season. So, I they're even surprising me. And I think I was a little bit more positive than most people about this season as well as their future. But if they, like I said, I didn't even have them playing this well. So exciting times, exciting things to be seen. Obviously, with all the rookies, great things that we've seen. Really been impressed by Mitchell, Bodan, Khrushchev, Hagel, Suter, and obviously Yanmark, who's been a revelation coming over from Dallas. Just excellent, excellent team game from these guys. If they could just get those stars back in the lineup of Doc and Taves, boy, oh boy, um, it certainly changes the dynamic of this season. But with that, everybody, that's going to wrap this up for this game review. Once again, the Blackhawks defeated the Dallas Stars, the defending Western Conference champion Dallas Stars, in overtime by a score of 2-1. Alex Debrincat scored both Hawks goals. Jason Robertson picked up the lone goal for the Stars. Hawks went 1 for 4 on the power play and killed off all 3 of the Stars' power plays. Face-offs for the game were 50-50. Blackhawks led with hits 17-13 and actually led with blocks 15-8. That was pretty huge for this game. But with that, everybody, again, please stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you on Wednesday morning for our coverage of Game 14 of the 2020-21 Chicago Blackhawks season, where they end this 2-game series with the Dallas Stars. Until then, everybody, let's go Hawks.